Hey guys, Thrasnos here, continuing the Brutal Campaign tutorial. We just completed the Devil's Playground mission, and we acquired Gabriel Tosh, who is now kind of a member of our crew, but not really. He's more like a guy hanging out. He's cool. I like him. Anyways, the next mission I really want to do is Meinhof, but we can't do Meinhof yet because we actually need a little bit more Zerg research to get the Perdition turret, which I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm actually just 1 point short here. Perdition turret, and then we can get that, and it will make that mission on Meinhof a lot easier. So instead we're going to do a mission that gives us some Zerg research, and apparently the only one available is the one on Tarsonis. Bashir gives us Protoss research, and we're going to wait on that just a little bit longer. So before we go in here, we're actually going to go grab some research real quick. Head over to the armory, and grab these 2 bunker upgrades. And our Marines are fully upgraded, and mostly in this mission we're just going to be using Marines, Medics, and Diamondbacks, which are going to be the unit that becomes available later on. We're going to have a bunker, so that's why we're grabbing that as well. Alright, so here we go.
Never thought we'd be back to this graveyard.
Now, this mission's got a lot of mechanics, and it goes by really quickly, so it's really fast-paced, and if you're not prepared for things, well, let me just put it this way, if you're prepared for things before they happen, you'll be a lot better off. So, yeah, here we go. Alright, so a lot is going to start happening here right off the bat, so I'm going to try to explain it the best I can as I'm doing it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start making some SCVs. I'm going to want to build a tech lab on my barracks, and of course, hotkey my buildings is first priority. And then set my Marines to 1, and start grabbing these Diamondbacks that are hanging out here. The more we can get early on, the better, because then we don't have to build them, and we get the extra firepower to help us kill the enemies. So I'm going to send my Marines to go get this left one, I'm going to send my Diamondback to go get the second one. Build some more SCVs, and the reason I built the tech lab is so I can get some medics. So there we go, I'm going to build 2 medics. Alright, you can see I had enough minerals for that because I grabbed that mineral patch right over there. And these mineral patches are really helpful early on. And, okay, so now we're going to find our first hidden Diamondback. It's actually over here just north of this one on the left. And I'm going to send my guys back down over here, my Marines. Alright, there's the 4th one. I'm actually going to hotkey this factory here as well. And I'm going to build another barracks. I'm going to start building more Diamondbacks. Actually, I'm not. I'm actually going to start mining gas here. Okay, now I have 2 medics. So I'm going to send my Marines and medics down here because I actually have to fight a small infantry force to grab the 5th Diamondback. And that's about all we have time to grab before this first train comes. So there's a Firebat and there's a couple Marines up here. The way we kill the Firebat without losing all of our Marines, because they do extra damage versus light, is we use the Diamondbacks to focus him down, because Diamondbacks do extra damage versus Firebats and versus Marauders, versus trains, siege tanks, Goliaths, lots of stuff actually, which is why we are focusing so much on getting them this mission. Your Diamondbacks, you want to think of them like you want to build them constantly. You want to have as many as possible, and you want to lose as few as possible. Because if you lose too many early on, it creates sort of a diminishing return, and it's kind of impossible to recover from it. So it's a good idea to save after every train that you kill in this mission, which I'm actually going to do, so I can get you guys in the habit of doing it. I'm actually going to build a reactor there, and the way you kill these trains is the Diamondbacks will auto-attack them if they're in range. Attack the train. They'll auto-attack any units that are in range. So all you need to do is move the Diamondbacks alongside it. You can right-click on it and attack. But what that'll cause it to do is it'll cause the guys to wait until the train is passed, and then they'll form a concave behind it and chase it, and you won't get as much damage.
So we should make the most of what we can salvage from the trains.
Alright, I'm sitting at 6 of these now. And I'm going to take a save real quick. I'm going to delete all of these. Yeah. Alright, we're going to call this the first Great Train Robbery. All right. All right, so we're just waiting on the next train. So we're going to work on our macro here. Build some more Marines and medics. And we're going to build a bunker. Now, this bunker is actually going to be really important because the Dominion attacks us a couple times throughout this mission. And we want to make sure that we are prepared. It can basically change a battle where you lose some of your very precious units, or you lose none of your units at all if you use it properly. So I actually got to work on that early. Okay, now this first train is going to consist mostly of Firebats and Marines. And we don't want the Firebats attacking our Marines because they do extra damage versus Marines. And we don't want the Marines attacking our Diamondbacks because our Diamondbacks actually take a decent amount of damage from the Marines. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to move our force in. And we're just going to run past the Firebats. And that'll kill them. And there we go. That takes care of that. Then we can just take our force here and stim, and then have them kill all the Marines for us. And then our Diamondbacks are still in really good shape. And also, the Marines can attack the train while they're waiting. Now, we want our Marines getting into this bunker right here. There we go. We're going to keep telling this, and we're going to send all of our infantry back. Because we need to prepare ourselves for this next attack.
Not enough minerals. Mineral field.
Commander, I'm picking up increased.
We actually
contract
need
from the
some of these minerals that
Sounds
were
like
dropped
they're
here,
planning
but we
to
can pick them
attack
up
our
in just a
base.
second.
We better be ready.
Now, this attack is going to be Goliaths and Firebats, and so your Diamondbacks are going to be really good against them. But the trick is to get your Diamondbacks in time to kill them, which is going to depend on how quickly you kill the train. So, see, that was easy when I have my Diamondbacks, and I didn't even need the bunker. Alright, so I'm going to save again. And now my next priority is going to be building upgrades. So I'm going to build an armory and an engineering bay. And I'm going to keep building... Oh, look at this. Terrible.
A train is exiting the southern tunnel.
Ooh, I got another Diamondback. Alright, I'm going to send my guys down there to help take care of this. And I'm going to keep building Diamondbacks.
Additional supply depots required.
More Diamondbacks. Now, this attack force consists mostly of Marauders. It's about even number of Marauders, Firebats, and Marines. Marauders get chewed up. Marauders chew up the Diamondbacks, so we want to make sure the Diamondbacks aren't in front. So we're going to have our Marines kill the Diamondbacks. I mean, the Marauders. And then we're going to have our Diamondbacks kill the Firebats if we can. So that was pretty well done. It could be a little bit worse, but as long as you lead with your Marines in front, or you bring the Diamondbacks in from back, you'll be fine. So that was easy. And you can see it's actually not that hard because I've got so many Diamondbacks. They just murder these trains.
Be careful.
What needs killing?
Additional supply.
And now some of my Diamondbacks have some damage, so I'm going to take them back and repair them. Build some more SUVs to replace these guys. And I'm going to save again. And start working on my upgrades. So I get the weapon upgrades for the Diamondbacks, and I get the armor upgrades for the Marines because the Marines are a bit of a meatball, really, to just basically fight off enemies until the Diamondbacks can move in and do the real damage. So the quicker the Diamondbacks kill, the better off we'll be, and the longer the Marines stay alive, the better off we'll be. Now, they started constructing bunkers all along these paths, and so you want to kill the bunkers off actually as soon as possible. So just run your Diamondbacks in here and just murder them.
What's on your mind?
A train is coming through the western tunnel.
Stim my Marines, run in and kill it.
What? Go on.
Kill more Diamondbacks.
What needs killing?
Additional
Alright, so
supply
this attack
depots
force,
required.
we have Goliaths, and we have Firebats, and we have a Raven. So I want to explain how the Raven's going to work. The Raven has energy, and he has an ability called Secret Missile, which he can use one time, and it does mad AoE to your forces. And so if you just run in there with all of your guys, you're going to lose a lot of them. So we need to bait the Secret Missile away. And there's a couple ways to do this. You can run in with your group of guys and wait till he shoots the Secret Missile. You'll hear it. It'll sound like a microwave starting. And you'll see it too. It'll form a little laser towards its target. that it's chasing, and you can either run your whole army away from it and wait till it dies, because it'll run out of fuel eventually, and then go back and kill all the guys guarding the train. Or you can run one unit ahead and have him take the secret missile and then run him away, and then have the rest of your army just go in and kill all the defenses. Or you can sacrifice a few units and just run one unit in, let him take the secret missile, and then just let him die. So there's a couple ways to doing it. If you run your whole army away, it's going to be a little bit more time intensive, because it's going to let the train get a little bit further, and that we want to avoid that as much as possible. We want to kill every train as quick as possible. And if we try to just micro one unit away, it'll be a little bit more micro intensive. So you got to kind of play it according to the situation. And this is also one of the reasons why we save every time, because if it hits us, well, just try again. So here we go. We're going to try this.